Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. Shreds into the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. At the 26-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Purdy. Hard throw, incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Purdy on 4th down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. At the 43-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Daniels. That's complete right around the 8. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Daniels looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown from 6 yards away. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Daniels going to try and throw for it. It's complete. It's caught. And it's 8-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially. The 34.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Connects with Kittle underneath. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here now a 3rd down and 8. James. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. On the ground, it's James. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. They run it with James. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. That'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Off the play fake. Daniels. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Here's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Dancing to his left. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
First down, San Francisco.
Right back to him on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's James. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Throwing here, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle from 19 yards away. And the Niners take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up.
Purdy will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
49ers 8. Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diablo. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And you know we don't give it's like your birthday, you'll find me in the club. Pull up, my mind got what you need, give me the feeling. I'm gonna have it, ain't gonna make it. So come give me a hug, you know. You can find me in the club.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now Daniels. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, try interception.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 73 yards. And the 49ers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakland, California. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets it up past the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Stroud sets up the play action. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
All right.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have come back to make it a 2-point game.
The Texans.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. Flushed out right. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 8-8 the score after one on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy's going to give it to Garendo. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Texans first down.
Play action. Here's Stroud. By running time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Here we go.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. Steps away to his, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe.
Touchdown, 49ers! Isaac Guerrero, 71 yards. And the Niners strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Purdy. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Here's Stroud. Now he's free to midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
All right.
Again, it's Stroud. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Where's the hot? Oh, ready?
And Stroud now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Get set.
They begin on the ground with Garindo. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard
Houston's
line.
offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
17 yards. And the Texans first down.
All right.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud, 14 yards. And the Texans have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, here we go. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Stroud to throw it. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
16.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A handoff running right the window. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 42.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Handoff here, Guerrero. And he's going to have a Niners first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Here's Guerrero on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. seconds to go, second down. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Stroud back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They get it to him running left. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Sliding out of the pocket. That is intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. So he gets caught trying to extend the play, and he ends up watching them score on an interception instead.
And what's the old proverb, Brandon? Discretion is the better part of valor. Certainly applies here. You have to admire what he tried to do, extending the play and trying to make something happen. But he definitely needed discretion. Throw it away, run it, do anything other than throw that pick 6.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The 49ers will line up for the 2.
Here's Purdy. And they don't get the conversion. It's incomplete. They could have had the lead with a simple PAT. Instead, we are tied here toward the end of the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
It's been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. She'll quit my wedding cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just...
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. That's Goddard in motion. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is...
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Hurts will try it again. That's taken in. And he's trying to get to the marker. It's going to depend on the spot. But the first indication that he does not get there. In fact, he did not. It is a stop and a turnover on down. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 15. First down, 49ers.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it second down and 12 to go. They'll run here with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, first down and more. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it's going to be 3rd down. Now Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's a big return. Finally tackled right near midfield.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On the ground is Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd.
And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the 1st down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Hurts now. That is caught by the tight end. Grant Calcaterra. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Makes the score Eagles 7, 49ers nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Patrick Taylor now on the return. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Taylor on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Get set, get set.
To throw is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Purdy. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A nice start to the drive. Gain of 10 and a quick first down.
The 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give from McCaffrey running right. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Purdy now on second down. He couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and 5. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now Purdy. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down. A first down throw for Hurts. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So obviously here in this one, the points have been at a premium. So now as you get into the second half, I think both these offenses start saying, all right, we've had a hard time sustaining possession. We've had a hard time going the long way. Let's try to generate some chunk plays and get a little life in our offense. And that one falls incomplete, but I think they got to just continue to attack downfield.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Makes the score Eagles 14, 49ers nothing.
Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you. And do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable with Taylor. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
with McCaffrey to start this drive. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Oh, strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. That one good for 29.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On to the 4th quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Game on. George Kittles. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. Purdy. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Jake Moody to kick off for the
So,
49ers.
things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Avery Williams on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the returns. He's down close to the 35-yard line. back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's brought down by Michael Williams. It's a loss of a yard.
Once again, it's Barkley. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. And this.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got this complete. That's Smith. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in.
This is Hunt. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
49ers 8.
I actually don't love these plays, Mike, just throwing it up to the back corner on 2-point tries. But when you have the confidence that your guy can go up and come down with it, and you can execute it at this level, it certainly worked out this time.
The return starts from the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This is first and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. Yeah, finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott now for the extra point. And he missed it. Missed the extra point. No good. And the score remains the same.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 27.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Around here with McCaffrey. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down, but Now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Third and long. Here's Purdy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. That is a big gain for the 49ers. Pick up of 46 yards.
You just don't see speed at the tight end position like this guy, Mike. I mean, to catch an underneath ball and have the ability to turn into a runner, that's something we traditionally see from wide receivers and running backs, but this guy's as fast as anybody in the league.
Gets this one into the hands of Dewan Jennings. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Hand off to McCaffrey. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Brings up second down at the 10-yard line.
Throwing is Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The 49ers will line up for the...
They'll drop to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on a 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Williams. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run. It's Barkley. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll